This is Verso over at The Edge of Casual, and I know that you're here to see gameplay footage of Wartales, so that's what I'm going to give you. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. I will say at the start, this is a turn-based strategy game in the vein of like an XCOM or like a Final Fantasy Tactics type of game. You captain a band of mercenaries. It's role-playing, it's open world, takes place in medieval times. That's about it. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Start a new game. I sort of like the drama angle, so I'm going to go ahead and select the bandits looking to escape the guard, which gives us some additional money to start, and a brute, a ranger, 2 rangers, and an archer. But it does make our initial suspicion pretty high, so we need to stay out of cities, out of towns, that sort of thing. Our companions are very cunning fighters, I think. I'm not going to try to min-max this. I'm looking at this from a role-playing angle, because I am sort of a role player at heart. And they have had an uncommon bout of bad luck, so they are not getting a lot of critical hits. They are just hapless thieves who are minding their own business and ran afoul of the law. I'm guessing simulation is about like how often characters need to rest and eat and what we need to pay them. And I'm gonna go with normal. I don't want to make it too challenging for myself. The channel is Edge of Casual. Okay, I want 2 females and 2 males, so I'm just going to go ahead and customize these characters off screen, and I will rejoin you in a minute. Okay, so here's my group. We've got Hadwin the Brute, we've got Neelan the Archer, Drac the Ranger, and Lauren the Ranger, and I'm going to try my best to keep these characters alive. I kind of want to treat these characters as if they matter, so she's got some... We'll look at their abilities as we play, I think. But I'm digging the look of these guys. I even customized the pony. I did not give the pony a name because I was too lazy. But anyway, I want to jump into the game and just kind of show you the ropes. I haven't played the game all that much. I played it a little bit, just maybe like an hour or so. After running away in a very disorderly fashion, your troop has reached a new region, etc., etc. You can read that. Pause the video if you want. So, first things first. We always start off in the same location. And there's a little shiny thing over here, I think. So yeah, we need to look for the shiny things. Those will occasionally give us knowledge, I think. Not in this case, that just gives us some comfrey. But occasionally we'll discover things that will give us knowledge. These guys are going to come after us, so we're not going to... This will be our first fight. This is always the first fight. It should be pretty easy. It's a level 1 hoodlum and poacher, or at least the fight is a level 1 fight. So we can just go ahead and embark upon this fight, engage these characters. It's really just to give you a sense of the combat. So the way this works is that we have a round in which every character needs to take a turn, right? So 2 of our characters get to go first, and then the poacher will go. He's the archer in the back there. And then another 2 of our characters get to go, and then the hoodlum will take a turn. So the hoodlum is definitely the most dangerous of these characters. This guy's kind of like the equivalent of the ranger. But since he goes second, we're not going to worry about him so much up front. I think we want to kind of take this ranger out there, this poacher character with the bow, and just kind of deal with him. Though I don't know. Maybe it's not... I have to think about it, because we can't really get close to this guy yet. So maybe we should focus on taking the hoodlum out. So our characters get to go in any order that we want them to. Who's our fastest character? Let's see who gets to move the furthest. So I think it's like the rangers usually get to move the furthest. Though it looks as though the brute can also move 10 spaces. So I'm wondering if we should send at least 1 ranger after this guy in the back here. Not sure this is smart, but we're going to do it. Everybody else can attack this dude here. We're going to start with Lauren, and we will send him right here. Actually, what I should have done, I probably should have sent the brute out first to get this guy's attention, but oh well. I was hoping not to make dumb mistakes like that in front of you, but I've done it. So let's attack, because we have to. He's already started his turn, so we need to attack. That's all he can do. Now, he cannot disengage without taking an attack of opportunity from the hoodlum, so we're just going to end his turn. Now we need to go ahead and get Hadwin over here. Let's move Hadwin kind of to the flank. I'm not sure. It's probably better to put him in back, but I don't want to expose his back to the archer over here. This does additional damage if the character has armor still, which he does. He still has like 3 points of armor or something like that. So this is the right time to use this ability. Let's do it. And we did some damage. And that's all we can do on this turn. We need to end our turn. We could use a taunt if we wanted to, which would force this guy to engage our brute, Hadwin, instead of Lauren. But Valor points only regenerate through some means that I'm not quite aware of how it works yet. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kind of save my Valor abilities and end the turn. Ooh, ouch. Okay, that hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Why are my guys so weak and they're so strong? Okay, we need to end Drax's turn and deploy our archer. Are we going to be able to reach him? Okay, so she's got a pretty good range, so I think if we move her kind of like right out to the middle, we should probably get a view on both of these characters. Yes, we did. So that's very nice. I'm not sure why it's highlighting both of them. It looks like if I attack this guy, I risk hitting my own character, but life is nothing without risk. It's a high risk, high reward type of ability. I didn't think that Drax was in the line of fire, so I was pretty sure that he was going to be okay, and it looks like he was. But unfortunately, we still didn't take out the poacher, but luckily the poacher is nothing. Archers in games usually suck in melee range, so we should be fine dealing with him now. So we can end this turn, and the hoodlum is going to take a turn. He is extremely strong. He just did a lot of damage. Let's get Hadwin on the case here. Let's pound this dude. Pound this hoodlum for 4 damage, and end that turn, and then stab him. Can we? No, we can't finish the fight. Maybe we can get a critical, please? Yes, that did it. Blood splatter, galvanized party. We are extremely excited. We have made our first kill, and they're feeling it, bathing in the blood of their enemies. Looking at this poor guy who's like pooping his pants over here. This guy's in a lot of trouble, and he knows it. He cannot disengage, and we're just going to let him take a turn and see what he does. So there wasn't much that he could do. Can't move Dract, so he's got to stay there. We'll take a strike at him. We could use our archer. Can I get somebody else into position? Like, can I get this guy into position? No, these guys don't even have turns because they already attacked that hoodlum on the previous turn. So that means that we can only really use the archer. Let's just set up the archer right behind this guy to give a better line of sight. And yeah, that reduces the risk of friendly fire. That's perfect. So let's end this. Just put him down on the ground. Let his corpse and blood fertilize the landscape. Loot. I'm not sure why we would take his remains or any of the remains with us. It seems a little morbid to do that. I'm thinking there's a reason, but then again, our suspicion level is real high, and I don't want to be encountering any guards and then just they discover us with some headless corpses strapped across the back of our horse. So we're gonna leave them there. So we've got some damaged armor. We can repair that with the raw materials in our inventory. Let's do it. I think all of our characters should be in good shape now. If we check them out, their health should all be topped off. That's good. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if their health always tops off after a battle or what, or if that's just part of the repair process. Oh, while we're here, maybe we can actually look a little bit at some of the stats and whatnot. So you can see that each character has a wage that they draw every 2 days, I think it is. Every 3 days you have to pay your troupe, and every 2 days or so you need to feed your companions. Companions will also get tired, so this indicates the fatigue level of your troupe, and when this gets real though, I'm not exactly sure what malices they draw, but I know that they're pretty extreme because I accidentally did it in my previous game. And you need to rest. You just kind of need to set up camp wherever you can, and it's dangerous because somebody will attack you in your camp probably. So you need to make sure that you're keeping them pretty well rested. Just keep a mindful eye on the fatigue bar. So with that said, they're all pretty similar in terms of their needs. They draw similar salaries, they eat a similar amount. Apart from that, it's all just their combat stats. They're different. So it looks like Lauren got a level up, so let's apply her upgrades. And she's got, I think, what is she? She's a ranger. Every time she ends her turn next to an enemy with which she is not engaged, she gains a valor point. I think that sounds pretty good, actually. Let's do that, I think. Generally speaking, we don't want our ranger to be the one who's engaging. So let's do that one. And also, I really like to have movement. It looks like we can get a +2 to movement. I think the ability to move across the playing field is one of the most important things in games like this. So let's take that. Nobody else leveled up, so that is that. And I think that's pretty much all that we can do right now. So we can check our map. Is that M? Okay, yes. We can check our map. And there's a stable over here where we can buy horses. We can talk to the proprietors and the proprietor's wife or whatever is going on over here. I don't think we can do anything else with them. I don't think we can fight them or anything like that. We can just talk to them, buy horses from them. This guy sells horseshoes, but I can't really afford that right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave. And I do want to kind of head into the woods. I think, like, I do not want to stumble across any guards in the state. Like, with me being as wanted as I am, I think the woods is where we want to be. Learn to live off the land for a little bit. Okay, so I'm seeing some shiny stuff. If I see shiny stuff, I go to it. I'm a simple man. I like shiny things. What do we got here? Another shiny thing. Oh, there are bandits in the woods. We can see them, but they can see us. We need to select an angler. Oh, we don't have an angler, but we just learned the ability to angle. Okay, that is cool, I guess. We can fish. And let's go ahead and, I don't know, who should be our angler? Dract? Let's make Dract our angler. I forgot about professions. I forgot to show professions. So everybody gets a profession. We can actually make them all anglers if we want to. But I'm going to go ahead and make the other ones tinkerers. And let's go ahead and start a fishing session. Because I know you're all curious to see fishing in this game. That's the thing. That's why you came to watch this video. So how do we do this? Use a hook to cast your line in the water with the left mouse. And once the fish is hooked, you hold the left mouse button to keep the line tight. I don't have any hooks. So there's nothing I can do here. But I'm going to assume that I can craft a hook. And I do remember from seeing the camp screen in the other game, we have a workshop here. So let's go ahead and use our workshop. Grab a tinkerer. We'll use Lauren for this job. And let's make a fish hook. We can make exactly one, so let's do that. Oh, it looks like we're going to gain some knowledge for that as well. We actually got a lot of it. So that's very good. And let's exit camp for a sec. I want to do a little bit of angling. I'm curious to see what this is all about. As I said, I wanted to live off the land here, and I know I need food. I know I need a lot of food, actually, because it looks like they all eat about 15 food, and I got like 4 guys. They're going to be eating a lot of food, like 60 food every couple of days, so I'm going to need more food. So let's see if we can catch some fish. Maybe there are 3 of them out here to be caught. So hold down the mouse button and keep this in the center, more or less. Click, click, click. What do we get? We got some carp. We got 1 carp. There are still 2 more carp in there. Let's get some more carp as long as our hook is still in good shape. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, come on. Come on, carp. Come on, carpy. We got an eel. Is that good? Can you eat eels? Why not? You can eat eels. I know it's fascinating. This is why you came. So you can watch any other YouTuber playing this game, but are they going to show you all this fish catching? I doubt it. So we got 2 eels and a carp. Okay, that's good. We can eat all of those. Those are all worth 4 food. So now we have 62 food. We had 50, and now we have 62. So we're good to go with that. And I think there was one more thing that I wanted to mention. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, let's just look a little bit at some of the menus. So in addition to the world map, which we've already seen, we also have the paths, which is just something I think we don't necessarily need to focus on it unless we really want to. So we can take the path of crime and chaos if we want, like trade and wealth, crime and chaos, and it shows you how you can gain like levels in these paths, like through doing missions or earning crowns, etc. I'm guessing like stealing, fighting battles against the guards, recruiting prisoners. We can also like explore tombs and whatnot. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I think I kind of want to do that. I want to be tomb raiders. But you know what? I mean, it might be simplest to just go with focus on the power and might path at the beginning. It's basic, finding people to fight and defeating them. But that is always risky too, so I'm not sure that that's necessarily how we want to focus all of our time at the beginning of the game. In addition to that, we also have the compendium. And I think the way this works is that as you explore the game world, learn new things, learn new professions, and I don't know, find more shiny stuff, you can eventually grab like new party buffs, that sort of thing. Cannibalism. Okay. Artful dodgers. So there's a lot here, and I'm not sure if these are things that will unlock or things that haven't been added to the game yet. Since the game is in early access, I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm going to leave it there. I think you have at least as good of an idea of the basic gameplay loop as I have at this point. So if you have any questions or comments or thoughts, feel free to share them below. This has been Verso. Thanks for coming out to the Edge of Casual with me. Everybody out there, have a great day.